always your number one competitor until you win. If you don't win, they will continue to compete with you.
Hmm.
And the fact is this, some of them don't even stop.
Hmm.
When you finish, after you might have finished winning, they start the battle with your kids.
Wow.
Andrew wọn ò ṣe é wí lẹ́jọ́ ìjà lára ò kí ń tán bọ̀rọ̀. Tó bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìjà, wọ́n máa bá àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀jà ni.
Hmm.
You don't care. Whatever it is they are taking from you, immediately stop. See, they will go out and blaspheme you. What, right?
Hmm.
After you might have finished sending, you've not seen the ones you will send money to, and you will really want to call them to tell them if they, to
I
ask them if
thought
they've seen it.
I thought it's the only. I mean, I actually thought I'm the only person who suffers that because I believe that on few occasions, I've had to kind of say, "Hello, did you not see the money I sent?" So it was you. Sorry,
Well,
I
we've
didn't
seen
know. I
it.
saw it yesterday. I
Yeah.
saw it yesterday. I didn't know it
Mayegun,
was you.
some of them build houses with the money you send to them, and you think they don't have enough at home to eat. Owó tó fi ránṣẹ́, all export ẹ̀ ni, wọ́n rán iṣẹ́. So you have to take care of yourself, take care of your retirement. If you don't have something, you don't have something you want to do with money, take care of your retirement.
You
They
get to
gone are the
put
days when
money
you
away
think the children would
somewhere.
have to grow up when you finish training them, and they have to start bringing money to you. If they bring, fine. If they don't, you don't have to push them out there and make them do silly things. That mentality of children coming back from reinvest in your retirement. How will they don't send you. And they will go the next minute, immediately you turn your back, they are stabbing you everywhere. Wọ́n gbéṣẹ́ rán ẹ. These are your siblings, same blood. Same, see, your parents sometimes, parents try to kill. Well, what about Mohbad now? Wherever they bound me now. What's my Corey? So my it is a very sensitive one. I'm happy you brought this up. A
Thank
lot
you
of us is
so
like it's
much.
very therapeutic.
I know.
This is very especially to me.
Thank you,
They just
Princess.
walk all over you.
And now, I mean, and you are somebody who actually detests that so much. Princess so passionately hate the fact that if she can lie down on the floor for you to walk on her, but if you have that effrontery to believe that you could walk all over her, you're gonna see her in a very not so good place, right? So I get where you're coming from, Princess. Just take it easy, all right? Let me take another call. Yes. It is a
I
very
made it.
important conversation tonight, and some people won't
I
have.
made it.
Hello there.
Hello, Michael. What's up?
I am very well. How are you?
I'm lucky again today. This is my second time calling.
Is that great, to Baba? How are you tonight or this afternoon?
Okay. Perfect. Thoroughly doing fine. And thank you for picking up my call.
Bless you, Baba. Let's do
I
it.
think I'm a perfect experience. I have a perfect experience of everything you just talked about.
Hmm.
And citing an example from what Princess just, or I should just take off from where
There are
Princess
so
just stopped.
many that you could pick from anyway, but
Oh,
yeah,
my,
let's start with
you
you too,
just can't.
Baba.
You just don't want to know.
Hmm.
You just don't want to know. Let me start by, I have this family member of mine.
Hmm.
By the way, I'm actually in the US. I'm in New York.
From New
I have this
York.
friend. I have this family friend of mine. Not even family friend of mine. They like my mom's sister, and she lives.
I call this
In the
first
north.
cousins or nephews or stuffs like
Exactly.
that. Okay.
She lives in the north, and she's a very lovely person. She took care of me. Probably even used to be a Muslim. Made me a
Ooh.
Christian. And that,
Hmm.
and very lovely, a lovely family. Me, if I would literally say, they made me who I am today. Very
Oh.
lovely people. But along the line, you know, things will happen and you just want to be by yourself. You want to leave where, they say a tree cannot grow under another tree,
Wow. Okay.
you know.
Okay. That's another one.
It just, and after a while, I just, decided to leave, went to stay with my parents in Lagos. And from there, I just found myself here. found my way and I came here. But when you get here,
I like your story, right? I gonna know. Your story is like that of people who have everything all sorted and planned and everything, and then they just don't want to bore you. They say, "Well, you know what happened? I just found myself here." You don't just find
yeah.
yourself in America, bruv. But I'll go with it. Go on. Eh?
But let me tell you, Nigeria, when Nigeria deal with you very
Okay.
well, they do
And finally, it's like
like
EG, it's like a wind or so. Yeah, we are wind. You just found yourself
my
in New
see,
York.
I,
Okay,
when I tell people, I say, look,
that's
you don't have
credible.
to,
That's
you
credible.
don't
Go on.
need spiritual power to see the future.
Hmm.
All you just need is just sit down and look at what is going on around you. It
Yes.
will tell you, not especially in Nigeria.
Hmm.
Just sit down, look at what is going on. How was my life 10 years ago compared to what is going on now?
That's right.
If you can compare, just expose both of them, it will tell you what will happen in the next 10, 20 years.
That is right, man. That's so
And that's
right.
what I did. Looked at it, I said, God, if my own brother would have children and they're struggling to even take care of their kids,
Hmm.
what will happen to my own children? What will happen to me when I start
Like
having
you
children?
have
Meaning,
seen
like,
everything going on around you, and you're like,
you
man, I
know,
don't think I have future in this place, man. I need to
these
find
people
something to do
will,
with my life.
it will never change. It
Hmm.
will never, it will never change. So, and after a while, when I left the north, I came down to Lagos and started working with the Lagos, government,
Okay.
and I was doing some business, trying to put
Just
things
some side
together, and
hustle. Mhm.
yeah, just started off. I was doing pretty much I was kind of, I won't say too well, too do too well, but
Just
at least I
normal
was.
bachelor stuff. Because you know what I told people? I said,
Ex-
whether we like it or not, poor people know they travel abroad. Even
at
if you
all.
are poor,
Just so
right? Even if you are poor, the moment you have a chance that they don't give you that visa, your life changes right away. And that moment, everything you would need from ticket to this or that will show that you are not a poor man. Poor people know they
my
travel abroad. But
you are
I get your
hundred
drift.
percent right. You're just totally right. Look, I was doing pretty much because I was just okay. And when I saw the whole scenario, I said, this country, I will never have my children in this.
Not
I keep
here.
saying it. More of my friends will say, Omo,
Lucky
báwo
you.
ló ṣe ṣe? Ó dẹ̀ máa ń sọ pé ò lè bímọ sí country yìí. Ó dẹ̀ rí bẹ́ẹ̀. They keep, I said, because I've looked at the trajectory of what is going. I said, this country, you leader. I keep telling I will tell my leader, Egbadra Dotunla, it will never get better. Because when the people that are really supposed to everything in line,
You
they're
know,
making a mess of it.
and
How
it
is it
is
going to happen?
intentional. Hmm.
And it is deliberate.
It
It
is
is not
deliberate. God
anything
bless you.
deliberate. So let me do before I digress. So I got here and start running back and forth, and you're trying to make some money and all of that.
Mhm.
You start before you know it, you start thinking about home. Like, my people back home. Forget
You know,
about it. Any that cross that river to any country and decide they will just want to think back home. And we're not
and it is
wicked
always
people.
with immediate effects. I was
I
with a
tell you,
friend. See, I was with a friend who just came from Nigeria. I think it's about a month ago. That day when I was with him, it was just his third day in the UK.
yeah,
They haven't even picked up their NI, the one that we used to start work and all of that. They haven't picked up of that too. Just 3 days.
okay,
And all they
okay.
ask them say they won't buy this, they won't buy that. 3 days. I
Just
get
imagine.
it, Baba. Hmm.
you know, so along the line, started doing, putting things together and started thinking back home. Okay, what should I do? Started sending money back home. Okay, what do you need? What can you do?
Mhm.
I had a thought. She's in the north, and she came down to said, okay, because she wasn't too really doing too fine. It's okay. My mom said, okay, come down to Lagos.
Mhm.
I think Lagos is still a better place that you could go back and forth. You meet people and and stuff like that.
Right.
She came down. I called her. I said, look, if you need anything, she's into catering. I said, if you need anything,
Ask me.
I'll get I'll fund everything.
Hmm.
I don't know what happened. The lady did not call. She
Oh.
said she would let me know. She didn't call, and everything fizzled out.
Hmm.
But this is what I'm trying to bring out of this whole thing. Each time you're trying to plan for these people,
Hmm.
they'll be the one to actually make a mess of the plan and get themselves involved into something else that will even be more expensive than what you're even planning for them. And it's not, I don't know, maybe it's a deliberate thing. I don't know, maybe they are not conscious of what they are doing. I just don't have it. Before you know it, she moved her things. She went back to the north. How could you leave Lagos and go back to the north? You know me, I left the north and came to Lagos. She moved
even
back
after
to the
having
north.
that conversation about what she wanted to do and how you were gonna
Yeah, and tomorrow she's still stuck on the spot. Let me put that aside. Again. My other brother, he said, "Oh my, I have one of my one of his son. He said he wants to send one of his son to Cyprus." I said, "Egbon, what is happening in Cyprus?" I said, "There's no country you tell me on this earth that I don't know about. I know their GDP, per capita. I can figure where." I told him, if you can't send any of your children to, he doesn't even have the money. Before we even start
like,
throwing,
not like it's got the savings to do this or this adventure.
This guy is not capable. I said, okay, Egbon, how do you want this guy to survive on the other side? He said, don't worry, there's work, blah blah blah. I said, there's nothing happen. I said, just listen to Abike Dagboru. The last time I heard her, she said, don't send your children to Cyprus.
To Northern Cyprus, to be precise.
Don't
go to
send them
Northern
to Cyprus.
They
are using them for trafficking or whatever it is.
She said, trafficking and all
I
that.
called them. I said, if you can't listen to me, at least listen to your own government. These people you people keep voting for. At least listen to them and believe them now. Don't send this boy to Cyprus. No, I should just go, blah, blah, blah. They call my mom because, okay. They call my mom. She tell me, probably, she know how to touch my soft spots, and so it's not that I have a soft spot.
Just leave him.
Just let me feel something. So in fact, she now calls, she says, just, whatever it is you can help them with, just help them. Oh, I said, okay. She said, give them the money for the flight. I said, how much is the flight? They said, probably 1 point something. Okay, I'll give you guys about 500,000 or 600,000. I said, you guys should think. And you guys should never come back.
Don't come back.
Should never. And I was trying to even tell them, okay, how do you want this guy to survive? They said, you don't worry. The guy got there. He got stuck. School fees, they couldn't pay. They came back and started asking, school fees? Can you go? I said, I'll start shaking for everybody.
Give you bashi.
Before the guy left, the only currency I have, apart from giving 5, was to give you an advice. There's nothing going on. Till tomorrow, I left them. I didn't give them cover. I said, I'm not
going. You are somebody who is always in charge. Then go on. Like you've been able to manage your own black taxes enough.
Even when he's not manager. He's not manager. Fell into a lot. It's not I fell into it, but it's that thing of feeling you want to help.
Yeah, it's always there, the urge.
And I warned them. I said, I warned you people not to let this guy go. My mom keep calling me. Try to help. Want help? I said,
Mom.
I won't do a thing. The day I sent $300. Okay.
Yeah. So that is the one that one of my callers earlier said, which was that there is always that they will still shake you. All those can shake down, right? Sometimes because we always have that kind of mindset of I want to help. Like, what can I do? How can I help? And the rest of that. And it is because of this, how can I help or what can I do, that has led so many people into financial ruins. And I'm glad that you have somebody who seems to be very much in charge of it already. Go on.
After I spent the 300, and that was over about 6-7 months ago, and I just did not send a dime to the guy. Each time they called me, I said, I warned you people. You guys did not listen. That aside, I have another cousin again. He said he was about getting married. I said, married? I said, okay. With this Nigeria situation, you want to get married? I don't have a problem with that. You getting married, I don't have a problem. But what kind of work do you have? Can you fund not just your wedding? Can you fund your marriage? Because it's two different.
Can you feed another man's daughter?
Exactly.
With
Can
your
you feel
mouth?
this? You know that cliche,
Or the food, they will say the food that a child is going to eat, the baby is going to eat, they will bring it from
my
heaven.
brothers, they say those ones a lot, and I tell them, I say, okay,
Do you know many people they've actually misled? They've misled with that thing.
Yeah,
Marry
because they're
first.
stupid.
You don't have money. You don't have money. That's why don't say you don't grow old. Marry first. Money will come. Everything will come.
Before I got married, it took me time. I took my time because I need to know what I'm getting myself into. I can't just jump in, bring in somebody's daughter, and we are all
begin to pour them out here, and then they begin to look for.
Most of my friends are married. Before I have to get myself out of this. When I was coming to the United States, I came in almost about $13,000. Could you imagine? I wasn't doing bad.
See, rich kid, though. Like you are not doing bad at all, Nijari Baba. And you are telling me that I just found myself in America. I knew it. Nobody ever mistakenly find themselves in America. Like somehow I just found myself here. No, you didn't. You didn't. So what? See, Baba, you have been somebody who we can say, somebody who has been in control of his life for a while. Lucky you. Lucky you. Thank God Nigeria no happen to you when you are making critical decisions about your life. You are lucky.
But it's just that you have to be.
I promise you are lucky.
Yeah? So this my cousin, I told him, I said, this thing you're getting yourself into. It's a long time plan. Just don't bring in another person's daughter and come and they won't listen. I said, okay. They live in the north. They said they're going to Cross River for the wedding. I said, Cross River for wedding. I said, look at this. With the issues with the broke. Hey, man, you could look at the whole danger on that road. The kidnapping, the terrorism, and everything. I said, look, you know what? How about they didn't put me into the plan? They're trying to just take money and just get their thing done.
They don't want you to come and begin to point at why are you wasting this
But they keep telling me, àti gbàdúrà sí àti ṣe kinní kan ọ̀nà máa dá àti bá àwọn pásítọ̀ ti gbàdúrà. I was okay. And now the person that trained me, which is the guy's mom,
right? I
said, okay. With her husband, I said, give me the cost of the flight. I'll book the flight, and you guys can fly down to, to Cross River. Yeah, and I gave them another option. I said, this is another option. Okay, before I give them the option, and I said, but how many people do you even have going down there? They said, about 8 people. I said, kilo fellow, 8 people. In your merit, now. I was even trying to even fund 4 people to go down. 8 people is too much. They said, no, I shouldn't worry. They'll take the road, blah, blah, blah. I said, okay, no wahala. And I said, okay, this is what's going to happen. Coming back, okay, apart from even coming back, because I never even cared about coming back. And I said, and I called one of the elder brother of this guy that is getting married. I said, why not you guys have those girls' parents come down to the north? I could even fund them coming down to the north and get this marriage done. So that whatever money you guys are able to realize, you don't have to do something elaborate. No. Just do something little. So whatever money you can even, okay, what only 100,000.
So we're actually living in the north, Abi. He's domiciled in the north, he lives there, Abi.
Exactly. And
even the wife lives in the north as well, yeah? Or from Cross River.
You are so right. I said, whatever
it is, why can't they just invite the parents down and have their wedding there based off the...
And I said, whatever it is you guys able to come up with, let us just do something little. Then the remaining money, they can use it to start something. Maybe start a business. I know it's not. Yeah. Look, business in Nigeria is not going to be possible. At least they can get something. They can start. If we are 2 million, we are 3 million, we're able to come up with. They can start something. If not, exactly. Now open up a wedding, spend money. At the end of the day, I said, when I saw the wastage, I didn't send a dime. When I saw the wastage, because whatever it is that I sent to them would never be enough. Would never be. I still sent some money to the mom. Say about 300,000 to the mom. It actually was trying to even help them more than that. But I knew it's going to be wasted. But the plan I have is they just got married about 2 weeks ago, maybe December, January, maybe around February. I decided I'll call the boy, try look for some money, give to him. I said, I deliberately do not want to give you this money. If I give you this money, you use it into your squander it. You will squander this money on your wedding. So I'm giving you this money. Go on, whatever it is you want to start with your family, whatever business you guys want to do, just go ahead. So I think people should start with being in control of their finance. A lot of people are not in control of their You have to be in control.
You are not a messiah. Everybody who is having that messiah mentality, you need to drop them. You cannot lift anybody out of poverty who doesn't want to leave poverty. Or else they will drag you down and keep you there, Baba. Let me tell them.
You will never take the place of God in anybody. Just drop all
never take the place of God.
Because you will never satisfy them. You will never. I initially want to go home, probably say, okay, maybe buy property and all of that. But when I look at all the waiting for me, like I start anything, everybody want to come and like, this guy's made it.
You get people should begin to look at all of now where they get that extra money. All of you rich people, I beg. I know say poor man is supposed to advise rich people, but at the same time, Mokuna they take advice because Baba, if you know how much people are actually expending, they are spending every month on finances, on things, on bills that they could actually say no to. Okay.
Oh my God.
See, make I show you something. When I stopped, look at this. It was my son Caleb, right, who gave me this as a gift. This is my third box. I filled it with money. So instead of sending my money randomly because I feel rich, I'll go to the ATM card, right? I'm ATM machine. I will take out money. I can take 200 pounds. I can take 500 pounds cash. Yeah, I'll come home and I'll begin to drop them inside this, inside all these things. So when I do that, then I no longer feel like I want to give anybody money because I have no money anymore. By then, my bank account will have maybe like 100 pounds and then maybe 800 pounds overdraft. And I know that if you spend overdraft, now be see. And I've been living my life like that for a while. This is my own therapy. I'm showing everybody now. All of them will be rich people where they get all those extra $200, extra $500. Go and buy polo.
Seriously.
When you feel like giving anybody money, go and withdraw the money from the ATM. Don't put them in extra account. You will withdraw it. Put them where you will need to break this. Because not all of us rich, not all of us, they get thousands in excess. So one day you won't have all those excess. And guess what? All those people you are giving all those money to, the day you said no, the day you say no, you see all those things you have done. Sure, waste of time.
It's not
waste. You get luck,
what I do is, what I do is opportunity. I look for opportunity. Look, like my other brother, one of his daughter is schooling in Nigeria. I said, look, how much is this school? They said, okay, I should give them 250,000. I'll take out 200,000. I sent to them.
Right.
I think she's schooling in Nigeria. You can't go and school in Cyprus and you expect me to come and cough out almost about $2,000 or $3,000.
Get that?
Like, I will never
do that. How much are you earning? Go that.
How much am I able to
just take out $2,000 from your earning? Or because you have this good credit that you could easily just go take some money. Like, let me take $5,000. But they know they do that,
Nobody's going to do that. I told them, I said, these children are schooling in Nigeria. I can always help out. Schooling, I'll help out. Because 200,000, 300,000, their school fees, whatever it is they want to do. I can help out. But you cannot tell me you're bringing your children outside the country. I have my own kids to take care of.
Now. I mean, I'm sure you get. I can't even pay. Like, they'll put you in a situation, Baba, you will spend thousands, right? Let's say in a single year, right? You ended up having to give out because if we all kind of think by the way, we may be actually spending up to 3,000, 4,000 minimum or 5,000, even more and more like that randomly. But we hardly actually put that same amount of money together to book holiday. The way we work, Black people, they work, Nigeria, they work, on these places, but they will never put money together to go and spend $5,000 on vacation on themselves. They won't.
Today is my wife's birthday. I bought her a jewelry. I just bought a jewelry, and she just reminded, she said, this is the first gift you ever bought for me since when we've been in this country.
See,
I was ashamed of myself.
how did you feel? Like,
I was like,
no,
I
no,
felt
you
bad.
did not start arguing. Like, no, what do you mean? Have I not
I
bought you
couldn't because
something before? And they'll say, oh, yeah, name it.
Libo,
And then you'll be like,
I
okay,
surrendered.
okay, I can't remember.
I,
It's true.
I surrendered. And she said, this is the first gift you bought for me since we've been into
Been
this conversation.
together. Can you imagine?
Could you imagine? And I've sent
Meanwhile,
several.
some people have cleared thousands from your hand so easily.
Yeah.
So like that. So
We've
comfortably.
without even asking, they've taken money from you. And another problem we have is, see, these crazy Agbadorians we have outside the country. Oh my God. We have tons of them. I went somewhere yesterday. I was trying to do my, is it national identity number, whatever it is. I was trying to.
NIN, I think. National identity number. Yes, NIN.
Because I think outside the country, like, I don't know, maybe where I went to, the guy said I have to pay $35 or whatever it is to retrieve my NIN. I was like, okay.
Price, yeah.
I don't know, maybe it's the same thing where you guys are. So I paid the money and all of that.
I think we pay £30 or £35 here too. Something like that.
So I now got into talking with this guy, and I said, she going to pay, you know, I love vote on Tinubu. He said, Tinubu le share, kini kon. I sat down. I said, Egbon, convince me Tinubu can fix Nigeria. Just convince me. I want to act like I'm stupid. I don't know anything.
I don't know anything. I'm novice, completely ignorant. So yeah,
I said, convince me.
No, they won't have anything.
He said the guy is good. In fact, you didn't know the amount of loan he got from Saudi Arabia. He went to India. He got so. I said, oh my God. I said, Edro, did you listen to any Saudi Arabia official came out to tell you that we are coming to Nigeria to invest so amount of money in Nigeria? He said, I said, how did you know? I said, you clearly heard it from APC. You didn't hear it from Saudi Arabia. That was where you got your information from. One of them said they're investing 200 billion. Investing 100 and something billion. You didn't hear it from these people. You heard it from APC. That was where you got your information. Did you go to Saudi Arabia website and check and said, let us look at the foreign investment going into Nigeria?
Did you see anything? Foreign companies who are coming to invest
in Nigeria? Did you go there to confirm? I said, let me tell you, if anything will fix Nigeria, if you don't fix your security, shut all our borders. We don't want anything coming to that country. We want to know who is in that country. I said, look, I'm in the United States. If I commit a crime right now, I'm not going anywhere.
No.
Airport is shut, everywhere is shut. Because before you pass through those borders, you must go through a particular security check.
That's right.
They have to check your fingers that probably maybe someone committed crime somewhere and all of that. I said, if you don't have all of that, there will never be any development, and nobody will ever bring that development.
You know what somebody told me? They said before anyone invests in any country, okay, they have a lot of things they have to look into: political stability, corruption perception index. That is that, okay? The ease of doing business in the place, and then most importantly, security. Sure, you get now. So when you look at what Nigeria represents, Baba, you can't make clean money and pack your dollars and go to Nigeria. Baba, it's not possible. But people don't understand that.
Never. This guy cited an example. He's telling me, you can see they devalue their currency. You see all these countries. I said, each time you use any African country to compare with Nigeria, it means you guys are demented.
Honestly.
You clearly have an idea of what you're talking about. You can never use any African country to compare with Nigeria. No. You can never. If you can't use Dubai,
they've reduced Nigeria. You can't use all these countries. They've reduced Nigeria to this.
I said, if you cannot industrialize the country, how do you bring in hard-earned currency?
There's no other way.
Let me tell you something. You know the largest diesel refinery? Do you know it's being owned by Saudi Arabia? in United States,
why would
in
they
America.
own it now? Now Saudi, they always beg Saudi to stop pumping oil so that they can manage the price of crude oil all over the world. You know, Saudi now, that same Saudi that the OPEC will always say they break OPEC rule. Saudi does their own things their own way, right? And they don't care how it affects the market or anywhere. They have the best of the best infrastructure when it comes to petroleum industry. Sure, you get, and no thanks to America anyway. Well, all thanks to America.
Keep checking. So I went, the day I sat down, I looked at it, I said, let me even look at Nigeria's foreign investment. I don't see anyone. No. I couldn't pinpoint one that, okay, you know all these countries, you know, some of them actually have hotels owned by a country. They have shares owned by a country, not individual, owned by a country. They have companies. Look, I was listening to something some time ago. You know the meter, this meter they put on the road.
Yeah.
That when you park your cars, you put coin in it.
Yes, all those parking.
It's located in Illinois. One of them is located in Illinois, in Chicago. Do you know owns just the company running those meters? You know own it?
Who?
There's a company in Dubai that runs that company, that runs that meter.
No.
How would they have
contract with them in the county, or let me say the Chicago area? It's business.
Oh my God.
As long as they can provide the service, they'll make their money. There are foreign investors in America. Why is America always going after China all the time? Because when China and their business in America, America believes that China is producing the duplicate of what is original in America. And that is dangerous to America original because of the amount of Chinese investment that goes into America every day. So America knows that if they lose guard, America economy will go bankrupt in no time.
They stop selling land to China. They stop selling like
in Nigeria. See, in Nigeria, the door is free. Everybody can walk in.
Oh
you don't call that a country. It is a jungle. But people don't agree all the time.
I keep wondering. I said, oh my, look, I'm not a Obi supporter. I'm not nobody supporter. And I think people don't really understand that. You even though you don't support Obi.
No.
The only thing you supported was if Obi could win that election. At least it shows that we're actually moving.
It will show that in our lifetime, let's say people truly have power to choose their leaders. Now that simply means if that happens, right? If that should happen, there are many other things that people can demand and get when these rogues are gone. But we know it's not going to happen.
But they don't really understand. They thought maybe people. I said I'm not supporting Obi, but if Obi could win, clearly it shows that people actually spoke.
They have power.
Their voice was,
and that is very, very symbolic. It's important.
And from there you can start building on that. I don't have hope in that country. But at least with that, we can start saying, okay, people went out and vote. And they're able to take out this crazy guy.
We have a lot of people who felt like they are not interested in Nigeria anymore. Sure, you get. But when they saw the enthusiasm of the people, the young people, the old, and all that everywhere, they started feeling like, maybe Nigeria will still recover. With all these things we are witnessing and all of that, if these people should have their way, maybe Nigeria still have a chance. So I know people who felt so, but they are not 100% believing it. But somehow they are not blind. We are not. All of us are not blind. Now we saw what happened now. So there are people who started feeling like they wanted to give Nigeria one last chance. I'm like, hey, don't try it. Please don't do it. Don't do it. No, Mayegun, wait. Mayegun, watch. I said, hey, please don't do it. Don't do it. They said, no, they said want to believe. But look at it today.
It's never gonna be good. As long as we have those people, it's never gonna change.
See, Baba, I'll leave you. Thank you so much. Okay, you are.
I just put everything together. I don't really get to call because too many people. I said if I call you, I get you. I'll pour out my heart.
And you just did. You've been with me now for nearly 20 minutes. That's class.
I really appreciate you.
Thank you so much for all of that. Just take it easy, Baba. We appreciate you too. So that's us now for tonight. I was gonna say we should continue, but let's leave it at this, okay? Even though the purpose of this broadcast is to try to talk directly to all of us who are silently suffering and taking in all this black tax and all that. Support your family, support people you love, even help people, okay? But while you are doing that, don't live your life for others. Do you get that now? Don't live your life for others. If you are working, all right? For those of you who are still lucky to have your parents, what do you call? Those of you who still have parents, take care of them, okay? Do not build the mentality of you trying to take people out of poverty. You have no such power. Even if you are so rich, I mean, if you have so much money, okay, the most you can do is what? Is to support those you want to support, not to sacrifice yourself for them. Because the moment that money stops coming, is the moment they will stop respecting you. And I'm not taking this away from all of you who have very great families, who have amazing families, families who sold a lot, who sold everything, just to make sure that you are able to actually cross the bridge, and they expect you to pay back. Listen, there are families like that a lot of you are very lucky to have. Hold on to them. But there's something you still must know, okay? Even at that, you just always have to remember to support them, support your family, give them all you can afford to give to them. But you need to drop that mentality of you trying to save and then lift people out of poverty by putting all the burden on yourself. Don't wait till the time that you get your fingers burnt. Don't get depression because you can't fulfill some of your heart desires. A lot of you are not happy. That's what you really wanted to do. You are still unable to do them. But all these things you are planning to do are not actually for yourself. They are for your loved ones. Let's agree to that. But trust me, you need to take care of yourself too. Okay? And I will leave it at that. And thank you to every one of you. We're going to have our regular tomorrow, okay? This one is so important, and I hope it's able to help. To those of you who are in this dilemma, right? The money that you can spare, the money that you can let go, these are the kind of money or support you give to people without hurting yourself. Don't put yourself in financial difficulty simply because you think you have a duty to save people or family from poverty. I'm going to take from my own advice too, because all of us need it. The emotion that usually kind of sweep us out of our feet like that, we must manage to manage them. So good night. I'll see you again.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Mayegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Mayegun máa wí.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré, wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Mayegun Diary, Diary Politico.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Ẹ bá gbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Mayegun Diary na him be number one.
àní Máyégún làwa mọ̀ o làwa mọ̀ tó dódòdó.
Mayegun Diary na him be number one.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
lórí Facebook.
Mayegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
lórí YouTube.
Mayegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
wọ́n bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Mayegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Mayegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Mayegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
ha kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀ kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀ ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì o ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní ṣùgbẹ́ni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.